This. It's a word we hear often, and yet it's one we rarely understand in its entirety. Stress isn't just about feeling overwhelmed or anxious, it's a complex reaction to the challenges life throws our way. Whether it's work, school, personal life, or the world at large, stress has become an inescapable part of our modern existence. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with it. Stress can be managed, and there are techniques you can learn that allow you to regain control, even in the most high-pressure situations. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a stressful meeting. The pressure is mounting, your heart is racing, and your thoughts are spiraling. You feel as though you might crumble under the weight of it all. Now pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you can. It's simple, but in that single action, you begin to shift your body's reaction. Breathing is the first step in reducing stress. In fact, slow, deep breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which counteracts the stress response. The body starts to calm down, the mind clears, and you're able to regain focus. This is a prime example of how instant stress busters work. It's not magic, it's science. But let's take it further. Think about your body's reaction to stress. When you feel anxious or stressed, your body enters a fight or flight mode. This is an ancient response designed to protect us, but in modern life, it often becomes a hindrance. That heightened sense of alertness, the racing heart, the tightness in your chest, it's all part of this response. And while it can be useful in truly dangerous situations, it's not necessary in the everyday challenges we face. Understanding this can be empowering. The moment you recognize that stress is a physical reaction, you can begin to control it. One powerful technique for managing stress is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of staying present in the moment without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without becoming overwhelmed by them. In a stressful situation, you can use mindfulness to detach from the chaos around you. Instead of allowing your mind to race with worries about the future or regrets about the past, you can focus on the present. The feeling of your feet on the ground, the sensation of air moving in and out of your lungs. These small anchors help ground you and pull you out of the spiral of stress. Another effective method is visualization. Imagine yourself in a peaceful, calm place, perhaps on a beach, in a forest, or in a quiet room. Picture every detail, the colors, the sounds, the scents. Visualization tricks your brain into thinking you're in that serene environment, even if you're actually sitting in a stressful meeting or navigating a difficult situation. This mental shift can calm your nervous system and help you approach the situation with more clarity. We often underestimate the power of small changes. When stress builds up, it's easy to feel helpless, but in reality, you have more control than you might think. Simple actions like adjusting your posture, drinking a glass of water, or taking a moment to stretch can have an immediate impact on how you feel. Stress often accumulates in the body, and these small interventions can help release. It's important to remember that stress management is not about eliminating stress entirely. It's about learning how to handle it when it arises. Exercise is another powerful tool in your stress-busting toolkit. It's well known that physical activity releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. But what you might not realize is that exercise also helps reduce the level of stress hormones, such as cortisol. When you engage in physical activity, even something as simple as a brisk walk, your body's stress response is muted. Regular exercise has long-term benefits as well. It strengthens your body's ability to handle stress, improving your resilience over time. Now, let's talk about the power of sleep. We often hear about the importance of sleep, but when stress is high, sleep can become elusive. The irony is that stress and lack of sleep are a vicious cycle. Stress makes it harder to sleep, and lack of sleep increases stress. So what can you do? First, create a relaxing bedtime routine. This could include activities like reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing exercises. The goal is to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Quality sleep is essential for mental clarity, emotional stability, and overall well-being. It's the foundation upon which you can build a life that handles stress with ease. If stress has become a constant in your life, it might be helpful to consider what's causing it. Are there certain triggers that consistently cause you to feel stressed? Are there patterns in your thoughts or behaviors that contribute to the buildup of stress? Understanding the root causes of your stress is key to addressing it. It's not always about eliminating the stressor, it's about changing your relationship with it. Social support plays a significant role in managing stress. When we're feeling overwhelmed, it's easy to isolate ourselves, but this can often make things worse. Talking to a friend, family member, or colleague can provide relief. Sometimes simply sharing your feelings and having someone listen is enough to release built up tension. Social connections remind us that we're not alone, and they provide a source of comfort during difficult times. Finally, let's touch on the role of gratitude in stress management. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges of life and focus solely on what's going wrong, but taking a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for can shift your mindset. Gratitude helps you see the positives in your life, no matter how small they may seem. It creates a sense of abundance rather than scarcity, which can counteract feelings of stress. Remember, stress is a natural part of life. It's not something that can be entirely avoided, but with the right tools and mindset, it can be managed. You have the power to control how you respond to stress, and by incorporating these instant stress busters into your routine, you can create a life that feels more balanced, peaceful, and resilient.